Okay, so this email is going to probably be a little bit longer than some of the others because this one has been 2 or 3 weeks in the making. What am I talking about? Free shipping. So, here's the deal. It gets asked for a lot. Of course it does. Everyone wants free shipping. If the Americans are buying from England, we want free shipping, or certainly reduced shipping. Who wouldn't? England, because if we're shipping over to you, you want free shipping, you want to avoid import costs. New Zealand, Australia, they have it worse than the rest of us put together, okay? Those guys get shafted down there. I get that. I didn't react to that at all. We came into this Kickstarter charging for shipping. Why? Because we didn't know where our customer base was going to be. We didn't know if it was all going to be in America. We didn't know if it was all going to be in England or, worst case scenario, finally spread around the world. What does that mean? That each box we ship out of America to England, let's say, give you an example, was going to be $40. To New Zealand or Australia, it's more than that per box, before you even put add-ons on the top. That, if you then say, well, you're going to be shipping 5 boxes to Canada, 5 boxes to Mexico, 5 boxes to Russia, you get the idea. We're paying through the nose. We couldn't do that. As a business, we couldn't do that. So we had to charge for shipping. But now here we are 2 weeks in. And hypothetically, if we had a strong enough presence within the EU, then theoretically, if we had a warehouse in the EU, and theoretically, if we had someone willing to be that central shipping location, then we could ship to the entire of the EU at a much reduced rate. How? Because we can actually then put these boxes complete, your backer box, your game in there, your extras in there, everything in there. Put that on a pallet with 30, 40, 50, 100 other backers and ship to one location. That pallet is going to cost us this much compared to this much. I've done it. I've shipped from England to here, bulk rate. I know the costs. And honestly, it makes it so affordable. Well, we do have that central location and warehouse. Tor Gaming has stepped forward and said, let's do this thing. And thanks to those guys, we can now do this for you. We have enough backers inside the EU. I'm talking about Poland. I'm talking about the Netherlands. I'm talking about my home country of England. Oh, coming on strong, England. Love you guys. Like, it's really getting behind this thing. And so we're going to be shipping loads of boxes over there. It makes no sense if we're doing them individually, but if we can now put them together, put them over there, we'll pay customs fees, goes to a little warehouse, gets shipped out. You know what that costs at that point to go from England to any EU country? Exactly the same as it costs us to ship inside the United States right now. So the only thing that we would be eating is that bulk rate over to England. And I've done it. I've done it with 7 crates of lead miniatures. It's a very, very palatable amount. Let me just say that. So, how can we do free shipping worldwide, and why are we doing free shipping worldwide, right? Well, A, if I'm going to ship out to the EU at the same sort of costs that it's costing me to ship within America, then I am going to make that available for anyone. Honestly, if we have a backer in New Zealand, I am not going to charge that backer in New Zealand when everyone else is getting it for free. Plus, New Zealand and Australia, you guys are shafted. You really are, all of the time. Computer games, board games, you guys, my heart goes out to you. I want to live in your part of the world, and the only thing that stops me is really just how your games are handled. My gift to you is I'm going to eat a little bit, and I'm going to ship these games over. Because there's not like 10,000 of you down there right now, okay? We have a few backers in your part of the world. I'm willing to eat that little bit of cost because ultimately it's going to enable us to make this game available to everyone. And that's what this is all about. This is not about profit, guys. I know it is for some Kickstarters, okay? It's not for us. Our profit will come later. We're making X amount of these boxed games here, right? So you're part of this as you're a backer. You're enabling this to actually occur. So if at the end of the day, I break even on every single backer, doesn't matter, does it? Really, at the end of the day, because I have all of these boxed games over here that we now have we have a game, we have a business, and we have our future in that. And you made that happen. So ultimately, I don't have to make a profit off you. Ultimately, I just need to be able to have these games over here. That's the bottom line. So with that said, you know, the Behemoth units have a little bit in them to accommodate shipping. The add-ons for the plastics, they have enough in them for their weight. Well, I can cover it. I can cover the shipping with, you know, the price between what you actually pledge and what they're actually going to cost us. So I can just apply that across the board. I can apply that across the board to everyone across the whole world here now. And yes, there might be some distant locations where I have to ease a little bit. But for the bulk of the backers here, we're good. Everyone gets free shipping. It's that simple. We're golden. One thing. There are a couple of promo codes out there right now for free shipping. Because it was something that I've really wanted to offer since the very beginning. I really have. So I was willing to try and do it on, you know, case-by-case basis. What that means is, like, if you listen to the Meeples Miniatures podcast, free shipping for that. You got the promo code for it, right? I am going to replace those promo codes with like $20 miniatures worth of add-ons. So I'll do a formal announcement on that. Those promo codes are still valid. You can still use them. And if you don't know what a promo code is, that's okay. Ask around, look at the Meeples Miniatures, look at the other podcasts and things that I tend to post a lot. I don't do it lightly. There's always something in there. Little miniatures, extras here and there, and extra units, that type of thing, they tend to get inserted. Now you've all been told, now you all know. So, net result of this, free shipping. I would like a favour. You guys have ruled. You really have. You're grassroots. You're my friends at this point. And I couldn't ask anything more from any of you. That's the bottom line. I really couldn't. You've been great out there. You've been talking to the forums. You've been talking to, the Facebook, Google, Twitter, the gaming groups. You've been out there. I do have one favour. Just over the next week or so, let's get the word out. The rules have changed over here. There's been lots of people on the fence. Lots of people saying, oh, I'd have to pay import costs. No, we're paying it. Oh, I'd have to pay shipping costs. No, we're paying it. There's no reason at this point for someone not to be part of this. I just need to get that word out. If I post it, I get thrown over into a Kickstarter forum somewhere or out into a news section, a company news section. It kills us a lot of the time. You guys don't realize it, but when you go out there and you post about this stuff, you don't get moved. You don't get moved because you're part of these forums, you're part of these communities. It means so much more when it comes from your mouth. So please help spread the word. That would be awesome, just in exchange for us doing this free shipping. And ultimately, I am so happy to be at this point to be able to do this. And I wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't for the number of backers that we have. And I wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't for Tor Gaming. So reach out to those guys. torgaming.co.uk, I believe. Look for them and just say, thanks guys, you rule. And if you're in the UK, maybe hit them up, order something from them, because honestly, the guys deserve it. So thank you everyone. Very pleased to be in this moment.